Japanese leaders traveled the world on the Iwakura mission, studying Western technology, government, and education to bring back home. Railroads were laid down at a frantic pace, connecting cities and moving goods faster than ever before in Japanese history. The government invested heavily in industrialization, with silk and textile factories becoming the engine of the new Japanese economy. The samurai class was abolished,
the wearing of swords
were banned in public, and a
up your
conscript army
blade
was
and
created
move
from
along.
the common people. Discontented samurai led by Saigo Takamori staged one last rebellion in Satsuma, but they were tragically crushed by the modern army. In 1889, Japan adopted a constitution, creating a parliament and establishing itself as a modern constitutional monarchy. Japan tested its new military strength in the First Sino-Japanese War, shocking the world by defeating the Qing Empire effortlessly. A decade later, Japan defeated Russia, becoming the first Asian power in modern history to defeat a major European empire. Emboldened by victories, Japan formally annexed Korea and expanded its colonial empire, seeking resources to fuel its growing industries. The Taisho era brought a brief period of liberalism and democracy, with jazz, cafes, and Western fashion filling the city streets. However, tragedy struck in 1923 when the Great Kanto earthquake devastated Tokyo, killing over 100,000 people. In the aftermath of economic depression, military hardliners hijacked the government, silencing dissent and pushing for aggressive expansion. The army staged an incident in Manchuria to justify an invasion, setting up a puppet state and defying the League of Nations. Full-scale war with China erupted in 1937, dragging Japan into a brutal and prolonged conflict on the continent. Seeking allies against the West, Japan
Indeed.
signed the Tripartite Pact, joining Germany and Italy
today.
to form the Axis powers. The United States responded to Japanese aggression with a crippling oil embargo, forcing Japan to choose between withdrawal or war. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, bringing the United States into World War II. Initially, the Japanese forces were unstoppable, rapidly conquering Southeast Asia and claiming to liberate Asia from Western colonial rule. The tide turned at the Battle of Midway, where the Japanese Navy lost 4 vital aircraft carriers in a single day. The Allies pursued an island-hopping strategy, leading to horrific battles of attrition on islands like Iwo Jima and Okinawa. By 1945, Japanese cities were being devastated by relentless firebombing raids, reducing wooden neighborhoods to ashes. In August, the world changed forever when atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, causing unimaginable destruction and loss of life. Emperor Hirohito announced the surrender in a radio broadcast, asking his people to endure the unendurable and accept defeat. General Douglas MacArthur arrived to lead the occupation, tasked with demilitarizing the nation and rebuilding it as a democracy. A new constitution was drafted, stripping the emperor of political power and famously renouncing the right to wage war forever. Sweeping reforms distributed land to farmers, broke up business monopolies, and transformed the education system to promote democratic values. The occupation ended in 1952, and Japan regained its sovereignty, now firmly aligned with the West in the Cold War. Japan began an economic miracle, focusing on heavy industries like steel and shipbuilding, working tirelessly to rebuild the shattered nation. The 1964 Tokyo Olympics served as a global coming-out party, showcasing a peaceful, rebuilt, and modern Japan to the world. Speed became the new symbol of progress as the Shinkansen bullet train connected cities and revolutionized travel for everyone involved. Japanese automakers like Toyota and Honda began to dominate global markets with reliable, fuel-efficient cars during the oil crisis. Electronics giants emerged, bringing innovation into homes worldwide with gadgets like the Walkman, color televisions, and advanced cameras. In the 1980s, the bubble economy reached dizzying heights, with Tokyo real estate becoming the most expensive on Earth. The bubble burst in the early 90s, leading to a period of economic stagnation often referred to as the lost decade. Despite economic slowdown, Japan became a cultural superpower, exporting anime, manga, and video games that captivated a global generation. The nation faced tragedy again in 2011 with a massive earthquake and tsunami, demonstrating incredible resilience in recovery. Today, Tokyo stands as a futuristic metropolis where ancient shrines sit quietly in the shadows of towering neon skyscrapers. Japan continues to lead in robotics and technology, facing the future's challenges with the same innovation that built its past. From the cherry blossoms of spring to the snows of winter, the beauty of the land remains a constant inspiration. From ancient hunters to samurai warriors, from isolation to global superpower, the story of Japan is one of constant reinvention. We hope you enjoyed this journey through time. The spirit of the rising sun continues to shine bright today. Japanese cuisine, designated as a cultural heritage, reflects the deep respect for nature and seasonality inherent in the culture. The way of tea teaches us that every meeting is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion, a philosophy that guides Japanese hospitality. Martial arts like karate, judo, and kendo preserve the samurai spirit, teaching discipline and self-improvement to millions worldwide. Shinto, the indigenous spirituality, reminds the people that spirits reside in nature, connecting the modern world to ancient roots. Zen Buddhism introduced meditation and mindfulness, influencing everything from garden design to the focus required in traditional archery. Festivals or matsuri bring communities together with vibrant energy, celebrating the gods with music, dance, and spectacular fireworks displays. Japanese architecture masters the balance of space and light, seamlessly blending traditional wooden carpentry with modern concrete design. Fashion in Japan is a dialogue between the strict rules of the kimono and the boundless creativity of Harajuku streets. The education system emphasizes not just academic excellence, but also moral character, responsibility, and cleaning one's own space. The dedication of the Japanese workforce is legendary, driving the economy forward with loyalty, precision, and incredibly long hours. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world, posing new challenges for a rapidly aging society. Japanese agriculture focuses on quality over quantity, producing some of the most expensive and delicious fruits and meats globally. Tourism has boomed, with millions flocking to experience the unique blend of hospitality, safety, and history every year. The art of kintsugi teaches us to embrace flaws, repairing broken pottery with gold to make it even more beautiful. Beneath the orderly surface, complex social structures and underground organizations have also played a role in modern history. The role of women has evolved dramatically, breaking through traditional barriers to take leadership roles in business and politics. The culture of kawaii, or cuteness, softens the rigid social image, influencing everything from government warnings to global fashion. From the arcade era to modern esports arenas, Japan remains a spiritual home for gamers and developers around the world. Looking to the stars, the Japanese space agency JAXA has made history by successfully retrieving samples from distant asteroids. Facing climate change, Japan is innovating in hydrogen power and recycling, striving for a sustainable and green future. Japan acts as a pillar of stability in Asia, balancing strong alliances with the West while engaging its neighbors. Let us briefly look back to where we started, in the primitive forests where the first clay vessels were shaped. We remember the clash of steel and the code of Bushido that forged the nation's character through centuries of war. We recall the smoke of the first factories and the rapid transformation that stunned the world during the Meiji era. We honor the resilience shown in rising from the ashes of war to build a peaceful and prosperous society. The spirit of the samurai lives on in the corporate world, where loyalty, honor, and strategy still drive decision-making. Sumo wrestling preserves ancient rituals, serving as a living connection to the gods and the agrarian roots of Japan. The 17 syllables of a haiku poem capture the fleeting beauty of nature, reflecting the Japanese appreciation for the moment. Origami transforms a simple sheet of paper into complex shapes, teaching patience and precision to children and adults alike. Bonsai trees, cultivated for generations, represent the harmony between man and nature and the beauty of controlled growth. The ninja, masters of espionage and stealth, have become legends, though their true history is shrouded in secrecy and myth. Volcanic activity gave Japan the gift of onsen, hot springs where people go to heal their bodies and socialize. Modern convenience is epitomized by vending machines, found on every corner, offering hot and cold drinks day and night. The train system is a marvel of punctuality, where a delay of even 1 minute is considered a major incident. The bow is the universal language of respect in Japan, used for greetings, apologies, gratitude, and showing deep humility. Omotenashi is the unique Japanese mindset of hospitality, anticipating a guest's needs before they even realize them themselves. Mono no aware is the bittersweet awareness of the impermanence of things, finding beauty in their passing and fragility. Wabi-sabi finds beauty in the imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete, valuing the rustic and natural over the polished and perfect. Ikigai is the concept of finding your purpose in life, the reason you get up in the morning with joy. Long before modern robots, Japan created karakuri dolls, mechanical automata that delighted people and laid the groundwork for engineering. The landscape has been shaped by centuries of labor, carving rice terraces into mountains to feed the growing population. The ocean provides the staple of the Japanese diet, and the fish markets of Tokyo are the busiest worldwide. Swordsmiths dedicate their lives to mastering the elements of fire and steel, creating blades that are spiritual works of art. Textile artists weave stories into silk, creating kimonos that are passed down through families as treasured heirlooms of history. Traditional washi paper is made by hand from mulberry bark, used for everything from sliding doors to sacred texts. In the north, the Sapporo Snow Festival turns the harsh winter into a wonderland of massive ice sculptures and light. Japan is also home to unique places like Cat Island, where animals outnumber humans, attracting curious travelers from everywhere. Living on the Ring of Fire means living with volcanoes, a constant reminder of nature's power and the Earth's vitality. Hiroshima has transformed from a site of devastation into a global city of peace, advocating for a nuclear-free world. Kyoto remains the cultural heart, a city saved from destruction to preserve the temples and traditions of the past. Osaka is known as the nation's kitchen, a city of merchants with a vibrant food culture and friendly, outgoing people. Hokkaido offers a different Japan, with wide open spaces, wild nature, and a history of pioneering on the northern frontier. Okinawa was once the independent Ryukyu Kingdom, and it maintains a distinct culture, music, and tropical atmosphere today. Most Japanese practice a syncretic blend of Shinto and Buddhism, celebrating life with Shinto and honoring ancestors with Buddhism. The New Year is the most important holiday, a time for family, purification, and visiting shrines to pray for luck. Hanami, or flower viewing, is a national obsession where everyone gathers under the cherry blossoms to celebrate the arrival of spring. During Obon, it is believed that ancestral spirits return home, guiding the living to honor their past with dance and light. The Tokyo Skytree stands as a testament to modern engineering, broadcasting signals across the sprawling metropolis below. Akihabara is the holy land for otaku culture, a district dedicated entirely to anime, manga, electronics, and passionate hobbies. Japanese street fashion is globally influential, a fearless expression of individuality that constantly pushes the boundaries of style. As the population ages, Japan is pioneering the use of care robots to assist the elderly and maintain independence. Japan is slowly opening up to more international residents, diversifying its society while trying to maintain its cultural harmony. Contemporary artists like Yayoi Kusama have put Japan on the modern art map with bold, avant-garde creations. Modern literature continues to captivate the world, blending the surreal with the mundane in the style of Haruki Murakami. From the samurai epics of Kurosawa to the magical worlds of Studio Ghibli, Japanese cinema touches the human soul. Baseball is the most popular sport, played with an intensity and spirit that makes it uniquely Japanese. Soccer has also grown largely in popularity, with the Samurai Blue team representing the nation on the global stage. Japan is famous for its safety, a place where children walk to school alone and lost items are returned. Kaizen, the philosophy of continuous improvement, drives Japanese industry and personal life to always strive for something better. Japan is a land of contrasts, where the past and future coexist in a beautiful, complex, and fascinating harmony. It is a nation built by the resilience, creativity, and spirit of its people, who have overcome every challenge faced. Thank you for watching Rome Ready AI Stories. Please subscribe and join us again as we explore more history together.